as you can see, all that, and then around the house is cleared, and you got a bunch of thatch back here. But this is what happens on a property that's not been maintained, and we get it. I would say it'll take us all year to get this whipped into shape. There's tons of crabgrass up front that I want to edge, but we just don't have time to do it when we mow. And I'm going to get to it and edge it. It'd probably take 2 hours to edge all the sidewalks and all that, but we'll get this property maintained throughout the year and keep it looking better and better, and it'll look totally different from the very first pictures I showed you. Alright guys, you may recognize this place. You won't recognize it that way, but if you keep up with my videos, you'll see that right there is where I got stuck a few months back. And when we took this job, she had sent me a message way before I ever got it, because nobody wanted her property. And then the message she sent me was, nobody wants my property, my backyard stays wet, and I need help. So as you can see, this drain still has water in it. Now, we've not had rain here in a month, but when I took the property, I took a picture and some videos, and I showed you. So what you got now is this property. And like I told you, when we first took it, this was super tall. It hadn't been mowed all year, and all from here over to there had to be trimmed with a weed eater trimmer because it wouldn't mow. And I told her when we took it that what we would do is, you know, try to inch over and over to where we could mow it. And it's just stayed wet, couldn't do it. Well, we've not had rain in a month, and so I was able to inch a little bit here, an inch through there, an inch, you know, from here to there. And so now today, after not having all the rain, this is what you have. The yard's cut. I mean, of course, you got a ton of thatch because it's not been cut all year. It was just trimmed, and I don't trim it all the way down to the dirt. But just wanted to show you guys what this one looks like from what we started with. I think the first picture I took probably looked was probably from like this angle here, and you couldn't hardly see the house because it was so tall. All this was a mess. They had tried to hit this but couldn't. But just want to show, like there's that old saying that you can make a lot of money or make a living doing the things other people don't want to do. Well, apparently she had contacted people in the town she lives in, and nobody wanted this property because they didn't want to have to weed eat it. And I'm telling you, like, when I cut this the first time, I'm 6 foot tall, the weeds were up to my hips, and I had water up past my sock line. And so I had to reevaluate how I wanted to get paid for it, or how much to charge. And then I discussed it with her and talked to her. We agreed upon something, and you know, now we've been able to get what we needed to. So just want to show you, like, if you keep going and going, which this has been a property that I've tried to I keep up with because it's been a work in progress all year. I knew it wasn't going to be something that just happened overnight. There's still big ruts here and right in here. I mean, they're like 2 foot tall, so I just got to be careful when I'm mowing them. But finally got this one back in order. It just took a little time. Just wanted to show you guys what a little effort and patience will do. If you ever have a property like this, just tell your customer, you know, it's going to take a little time, but we'll eventually get there if we can get the weather. And you know, it may rain in a couple of days and this whole area be flooded again, and I may have to trim it down with the trimmer instead of the mower next time. But for this time, we cut it down. Everything's looking good, and we're going to have another happy customer. So don't be afraid to take those jobs that nobody else wants to do, because just because a customer tells you nobody else wants to do it doesn't mean you can't. I washed a trailer yesterday that was the most disgusting thing that I'd ever washed, and it took washing 4 times, and I still think it needed an extra wash. But the they were happy with it, so I was happy with it. And but yeah, don't ever be afraid to take something that somebody else don't want, because you can make money doing what others don't want to do. So see you guys later.